Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Danish News Daily, the channel where we dig past the royal portraits, the polished smiles, and the perfectly pressed uniforms to find out what is actually going on behind the palace doors. And today, today we are talking about power. Not the crown-wearing, throne-sitting, speech-giving kind of power. We are talking about the quiet, disciplined, behind-the-scenes kind. The kind that shapes a future king before the world even realizes it is happening. That is right, we are talking about Queen Mary. If you're new here and you love your royal tea served hot and sharp, hit that subscribe button right now and smash the bell icon so you never miss a story. Trust me, you do not want to be the last one to know what is going on inside the Danish royal house. Now, let us set the scene. Prince Christian, eldest son of King Frederik X and Queen Mary, heir to the Danish throne, and the young man every European royal watcher has had their eye on, turned 20 years old in 2025. 20! That is a milestone most families mark with a massive party, a mountain of gifts, and at least one embarrassing speech from a relative. And for the son of a king, you would expect nothing less than a full-scale royal gala, red carpet, chandeliers, the works. But that is not what happened, and that, right there, is the story. Instead of a lavish 20th birthday celebration, Christian's milestone was quiet, focused, grounded in service and duty rather than spectacle and celebrity. No grand gala, no headline-grabbing extravaganza. And if you think that decision came from nowhere, allow me to introduce you to the woman pulling the strings, Queen Mary herself. Here's the thing about Mary that people sometimes underestimate. Yes, Frederik commands the military domain. He's out in Greenland, visiting Arctic training bases, doing the tough boots-on-the-ground work of a modern king. That's his world, and he owns it. But the discipline shaping Christian's public image, the careful, strategic, long-game approach to preparing a future monarch, that has Mary's fingerprints all over it. Reports from within royal circles consistently point to the same thing. Mary has been extraordinarily strict about Christian completing his education and hitting every military milestone before he is allowed anywhere near the celebrity side of royalty. And this is not strictness for the sake of it. This is a woman who understands, perhaps better than anyone, what happens when a young royal gets handed the spotlight before they are ready for it. She has watched it play out across Europe. She is not about to let it happen to her son. Think of it this way. Imagine you're training for the Olympics. You don't get to walk out in front of a roaring crowd until you've done the work behind closed doors, the early mornings, the grueling sessions, the unglamorous grind. Mary is essentially Christian's coach, and right now they are still very much in training. What makes this even more fascinating is the contrast with how previous generations approached royal milestones. Margrethe, the beloved former queen and Christian's grandmother, was known for her warmth, her generosity, and her flair for celebration. She would have thrown a party, full stop. But Mary operates from a different philosophy entirely. Structure first, celebration later. Earn the spotlight before you stand in it. And honestly, when you look at the landscape of modern monarchy, the scrutiny, the social media pressure, the relentless public expectations, you start to realize that Mary's approach is not just strict, it's smart, remarkably smart. She's building a prince who will be genuinely ready for the throne when the moment arrives, not just a young royal who looks good at galas. So the next time you see Prince Christian stepping confidently into the public eye, composed, capable, and thoroughly prepared, remember the quiet influence standing just behind the frame. Crown or no crown, Queen Mary is already doing some of the most important work in the Danish royal house. Thank you all so much for watching today. Danish News Daily genuinely appreciates every one of you.